Hey friends, hey mind wanderers. My name is Sam Led. I'm a trauma coach and life strategist based out of Santa Barbara, California. And today I want to talk to you about the disease of addiction. I've personally have worked with a lot of folks in the recovery community, and I've seen firsthand how the disease of addiction has ravaged the lives of countless people. And in this country alone, 25 to 26 million people suffer from addiction in its various forms. That's not including nicotine abuse. So it is a major health concern in our country, North America, and the United States. But we're going to talk more about what addiction is behind the scenes. But before that, hit the subscribe button below. If you like the content on my channel, hit the subscribe button below. Also hit the reminder bell. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Let's get right to it. Addiction is a disease that really clicks a lot of the boxes when it comes to its componentry. It's a neurophysiological issue, which means that it's an organic kind of disorder where, you might be born with the triggers. Maybe you have a family member that suffers from alcoholism or some form of addiction. So there is a genetic predisposition. We know this. We also know that it is a disease, which means that there is an organic component to it. Some of us are not born with the addiction gene. Some of us may be born with the addiction gene and never have any issues with addiction. But behind all of that, behind the actual physical manifestation of the disease of addiction, there lies an emotional component, a psychological component, which I think is even bigger now that we're learning more about the disease of addiction from a brain standpoint, that it's a disease that really wraps around lack of meaning and purpose, that folks that are really suffering from an addiction feel the way they see themselves, whether it's true or not, and a lot of times it's not true. A lot of times people that suffer from addiction have good jobs or good families, or they come from good families, or they are doing well on paper, which means that they're making money and they're making a good living and they're supporting their families, but they perceive themselves as empty. They perceive themselves as lacking real meaning and purpose in their life. They feel numb to the world or to themselves. Maybe it's because of past trauma, past abuse. It doesn't matter. But I think more importantly is really reaching out, and I do this with my clients, to find out, okay, why are people feeling that they, from their perception, lack meaning and purpose in their life? And it makes no sense to people like you and I who see these people as capable and loving and big contributors to society, but for some reason, their perceptual lens is focused on lack, focused on that black void of nothingness. And a lot of the times, that's what really can trigger relapse in a lot of clients is that they go back to that black hole of nothingness, that black hole of lacking spiritual, real purpose and spiritual grounding in their life. And even folks that are spiritual, that are in recovery, also still feel empty inside. And that it's almost like a cracked container. Their psyche is just leaking out that container, feeling that they have purpose and meaning in their life. Even if they're very accomplished in their life. You look at some of the greatest performers, musicians, writers, entertainers that suffer from addiction. There may be a genetic predisposition. There may be someone in the family that passed down the gene. But a lot of the times it's amplified because they feel that they have real emptiness in their life, that they're focused on emptiness. They're focused on that they lack real meaning, that they don't make any difference in the world around them. I hope this has been helpful, kind of unwinding a lot of the misconceptions about the disease of addiction. And first and foremost, it is a disease, and it's, thank goodness, we're slowly destigmatizing it in the recovery community, and looking at it from a behavioral, from a spiritual, and from a disease standpoint. And it's an honor and privilege to talk to you about this today. Have a great rest of your week. Don't give up. I will see you soon.